pretty Honore. I know this like it has been so freaking long, and you guys have been waiting on this video forever. Okay, so today is the 18th, 17th, 18th. I'm not sure. Great. Today's the 18th of November. I am off, and it's currently 5 minutes to 3, and this is my first meal of the day. So I'm going to do like a mukbang while I also tell you guys like my experience, my Aupair life experience. I think my food is getting cold right now, but anyways, I made some I have to hide my face in order for me to touch you guys.
This is what I'm having for lunch. I made mashed potato with some butter and cheese and what else? Pepper, a little bit of salt, and normal pasta, and then I got me little beef right there, minced, and then my utensils, serviettes, and then I got like my, what do you call?
Over here, I got like a paper where I wrote down, oh my gosh, just went into the food. I wrote down where I'm actually, like things that I shouldn't forget, things that I want to talk about in this video, okay? But wait, let me first have my bag because I'm starving. This is my first meal of the day and it's 3 p.m. I just had water earlier and tea. That's all I had. And it tasted so bad.
God damn.
My mom taught me well, y'all. My mom, shout out to Kaina and my mom. There's the reason why. But anyways, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, so the first time, okay, my name, for those that don't know, let me first reintroduce myself. For those that don't know, my name is Unari, my surname is Grover, and I'm 21 years old. I'm a 21-year-old living in Germany. That's from Namibia, okay? So, oh my gosh, it has been a year in Germany. Like, it's so amazing, y'all. Levels. But anyways, I can't believe I survived for a year in Germany. My first job was Aupair, and it was actually something I considered back home, and it's something that I was like, you know what? It's amazing because it's a job that actually has advantages to it. Like, excuse me, you get to experience a different culture, you get to travel, you get to meet new people, you get to learn a new language, you know, it's just amazing. That is like one thing I really liked about Aupair itself, and that is the vision that I had. But unfortunately, it also comes like with consequences, and so I'm about to share these with you. Okay, it's not everything that shines is not shiny. That's what my mom said once. But yeah, let's get right into it. Anyways, my first family, what am I itching here? But anyways, so yeah, the first family, let me just talk about the last family I was at, because there was a time where I also moved because, you know, from my past family, because you know, they had to travel and they traveled to a new country or. But I specifically want to talk about the last family that I had, because I was there for a longer time and I experienced a lot. And yeah, so just let's talk about that family. So first of all,
I said it was gonna be a mukbang, right? What do you want to But I think I have to go warm up this food again. It's kind of cold. Not too cold, but not the way I want it. But anyways,
this family had 3 kids, but mainly I had to take care of one. But that was not the case. It felt like I was taking care of like 3 kids. Like it's like I was taking care of one child of three. You know what I'm saying? Like, this one child had like 3 different personalities, so it was actually quite, challenging for me, but it was amazing. I had the best host parents ever. Like,
Bombastic side eye.
let me take my words back, okay? I had good host parents, I'm not gonna lie. I think my main was my host dad. We did actually have like a connection, not a connection type of thing, but like we connected on a higher level compared to my host mother, because my host mother didn't really understand and speak English that much. So it was very difficult to communicate with her, because the only language we could communicate in is German, and I was learning German. So it was quite difficult for us to connect on that, like, that type of mother-daughter relationship. Like, I was not looking for that, but I'm just saying, like, we didn't have the time to connect on that level. So my host dad, as an open person, is very bubbly, is very expressive. Like, he doesn't hide anything. He's just like, like, he doesn't act like a German man at all. But yeah, he's just that type of person. And he actually does also, his English was like amazing, so it was easier to communicate with him. Even if I needed something, or if something is, if something goes down, I always used to communicate with him rather than communicate, with my host mother, because it was just kind of difficult. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the advantages I had with my host kids. My host kids were very kind. Like, once they're kind, like they'll actually do anything and everything in their will. Sometimes when it comes to sharing, they would really share, like maybe the father comes with, these sweets or like pizza or whatever. They would actually count the pizza box to make sure that, okay, this is for, and it's enough for everyone, That is what I really liked about my host kids. The other thing is that they were really funny. They were clown and the main thing I actually really loved about them is that they got each other's backs. No matter how much they actually fight, like they got each other's backs. If one made a mistake and I would come there and I would try to punish them or like try to talk to them about it, the other one would be like, no, leave him alone, So it was just, I really liked them having each other's backs. I'm trying to really think about the good I experienced a lot, because the bad really traumatized me, and it really, really put me in a dark space. Like, you never thought that a child, would ever put you in your most darkest, questionable place ever. And I'm talking from experience. So I was just like, is this the child? But the way these things get to you, wait.
Let me eat. Maybe it'll give me hope to talk about more good things. Man, so
am I done with the advantages? No. So the other thing I experienced a lot in my au pair life, I got to travel with the family. Family was very amazing when it came to food. Girl, there was never a time where I was hungry. There was never a time where I needed something from them and they didn't give it to me, except the little disagreements. Yeah, it was really amazing. Like, it was amazing spending time with them. They're really nice people. Like, once they're together, all of them, once they sit, and it's very nice. It's a nice experience. Coming to the disadvantages, what y'all have been waiting for. I don't even think that y'all are ready for this. Number 1. Hey, wait, let me read them, and then I categorize them. So, okay. Okay. First disadvantage I've experienced with a 4-year-old. she had this a tendency of like pushing me, like once I maybe don't give her something, it was a thing of like pushing. It first started with the pushing, and I was like, like, child pushed me, like, why are you putting your hands on me? And guys, as au pairs, you're not allowed to put your hand on a child at all. You're not allowed to put your hand on a child. You're not allowed to hit any child. That's just the law in Germany, and it's not allowed. Let me first throw it out there, okay? So this child first started with like pushing me. I was like, you know what, this is probably, how kids are when they get mad and you don't give them something, how they be pushing you and stuff. And then it got to a point where she started spitting on me. As ek vir jou sê nee, die girl het vir my spook. Guys, this child would like literally be playing a game, okay? I would bring Monopoly or like Uno or like, something to play, something to keep her company. We would be playing. Né? But once she loses or once she gets pissed off or like her mood is just gone, she'll be like, yeah, I don't want to play anymore. And then she'll just like literally take the whole thing and like throw it, flip it over, and it will be all messy. And then I'll be there because obviously we are trained to actually also train kids to actually pick up after themselves. So I told her, I was like, no, pick this up, like, let's pick it up together. If you don't want to play, it's okay, let's pick it up together. She's like, no, I'm not gonna pick that up. I'm like, okay. So this day I was just like, you know what, let me just pick this up. It's okay. I don't want to argue with her. I don't want anything to happen. I don't want stories. So I went ahead and I started picking up the toys. And then I hear her in the kitchen. And she has this tendency of climbing like on the what do you call them? The cupboards in the kitchen. Like to try to get a snack, like, because her mom told me that I'm not allowed to give her any chocolate, any sweet things at all, because you know how kids get after sugary stuff. So I heard her in the kitchen and I ran. I literally found her on the cupboard. I'm like, no, get down, you're not allowed to have chocolate. She's like, no, but I want chocolate. I'm like, no, you're not allowed to get chocolate. So in that whole thing, she took a whole bag of chocolate, and then I just like grabbed her to like put her down, and she started spitting on me. She's like, oh my gosh. So in that moment, it was not like, I was so pissed. I was just like, what the F? Like, what? Excuse my language. So I just grabbed like the chocolate out of her hand and I put it back, but I put it like way on top. And then she started spitting on me. I ran to the bathroom. I closed myself in the bathroom. Guys, I started crying. And that was not the only time she spit on me. Ever since that time, whenever she would get mad, she would spit on me. It was the most annoying, the most... killer. If I don't eat, I'll cry. So yeah. That was just like... That was the worst thing ever. From there, it happened. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it till the third time it happens, and then I talk to the parents. After the third time happened, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna talk to the parents. And then I also saw that she used to spit on her parents. On the dad, I only saw that once. But for the mom, she used to spit on the mom. She'd spit on the mom's clothes. It was beyond. And if you guys understand. But yeah, obviously as au pairs, you're not allowed to touch a child or whatever. So that was one of the stuff that she used to do that really pissed me off. Secondly, there was a time where we were playing outside. I think it was raining or something like that. No, I think she wanted to get into the pool. Something about outside situation, and I said no to her. And then we had to go like wash our hands. We had to go back inside and then wash our hands. So I told her, let's go. And she didn't want to go inside at first. But then after we went to the bathroom. While we were in the bathroom, I was like literally like washing her hands and, putting soap in her hands and just washing her hands. And then she's like, why are you so brown? And I tell her, I'm like, no, but I don't know, I was created like this, I'm just brown. And then she's like, but you're black, do you know that? And then she said, what did she say? She said, warum bist du so schwarz? Warum was? She said you have like a shitty tone, like you have a shitty complexion. She said that. She's like, you have a like shitty as in caca. She said caca. She's like yeah, she said you have a caca skin tone, something like that. She said I have a shitty skin tone, like, you know, it's a shitty skin tone. And then I just looked at her and I just left her there. And then I was like, you know what, wash your own hands, I'm leaving, like I'm going to my room. And then she starts hitting me and spitting on me, and then the mom comes, she's like, hey, like stop. And then I just go upstairs without telling the mom anything. And then I text my host there, because one thing about my host mom, I would tell her things and she wouldn't take it as serious. So I texted my host dad, and he's like, yeah, no, they'll talk to her, They spoke to her, they told her to come apologize to me. She came to apologize to me. I think also that one of like the first time she spit on me, the host that was like, apologize to her. And also my host mom at some point just like, apologize to her right now and don't let it happen. They did warn her, but it never stopped. The spitting never stopped. But yeah, after the situation I cried. I remember texting my friends. I'm like, bro, like I'm experiencing racism and it's not amazing, especially with a 4-year-old. Like, where is she hearing this? I wonder.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Moving on. My housemate is home. But anyways, the other thing was that sometimes she'll call me shitty. Like, she'll call me shit. Hello, Kaka. She's just telling me, like, you know, I'm like, don't say that. Like, there is something very rude. You know, she would say that. And I was just like, it was by a buff. But yeah, sorry for my language. But it was just, it's not something I really want to talk about anymore. Because it was a... Guys, it was last year. Last year, this is why last year I didn't... Oh, not even last year. This year. Why am I saying last year? This year was a very difficult year for me. Ever since October, I've been healing from a lot. But it has been amazing. So, yeah. But, yeah. The other thing. What is the other thing? Okay, he's calling us. You know, I'm black. Pushing me, calling me, and spitting on me. There was a time there was a situation where I was looking after one of the middle child. I think he was like 6. No, he's not 6. 8. He's 8. So his friends came over, and then the mom called me. She's like, yeah, no, the little one is not here, but just look after this one and just watch them. You don't have to look after them, but just watch them. Since I was supposed to work that time too. So I was like, okay, cool. They started swimming. They were like, I should also get into the pool. So I got into the pool. I started swimming. He was with one of his friends. And then while we're swimming, he just goes like, oh my gosh, Una, you're so black.
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it...
And I'm like, what do you mean? And it's like, yeah, you're so black. Like, look, he's white and I'm white and you're black. And then his friend goes like, that is not something nice to say. And then he's like, but it's true, no, he's black. And I'm like, yeah, it's true, I'm black and it's okay. And then he's like, he just starts laughing. That moment, it hit me like, it's like, okay, I don't feel bad about my skin tone or anything, but just the way he was saying it, it was just like, where's this child, this 8-year-old getting these type of words? Why is he saying this? Like, first it was a 4-year-old that said it, and now the 8-year-old. And obviously they are hearing it from somewhere. It was very disappointing. But those are some of the things I experienced, you know, in my Aupair year. And I just there are a lot of people that I know that have experienced worse. There are people that have the best families. I also, like my family before this one was amazing. It's just that they had to move to Dubai, so I couldn't move to Dubai, so due to my passport, so I had to look for another family. And when I got this family, I was so happy. I was happy that I at least got a family, but the treatment sometimes was not amazing. I wouldn't want to tell you that you shouldn't come to Aupair. During that time, I was at my lowest. I thought about a lot. I got through a lot. And if I can go through Aupair life, I can go through anything. Like, I am way stronger right now. And that made me really, really strong. So, if you're in Namibia or whatever Aupair, like if you're thinking of doing Aupair, do your clear grade research, first of all. And my experience is nothing compared to your experience. You're either going to experience something way worse, or you're going to experience the best life ever. People differ, and I'm also not going to tell you that they're just bad families. They're amazing families. And it's also not really easy for it's not really easy for also families, like host families, because there's a whole new person coming to your home and they do different things, grew up in different environments, different cultures, and different, everything, which is also kind of not easy for them to accept fully. But yeah, I wouldn't say don't go for it, but that was my experience, and I hope that your experience will be better than mine if you're planning on doing it. So yeah, I finished with Aupair in September. October now I started with something else that is going to be information for later. And I'm really happy with my job. I have the best co-workers. I have the best boss. And it has just been amazing. I live with only one other girl. She's German. She's amazing. And yeah, I feel independent. I feel so amazing. I'm just in a better place. And I'm just in the best place. And I'm so grateful. And yeah, so I hope that you guys liked my video. If you have experienced the worst, comment down below. If you have experienced way better, comment down below. If you really want me to share my whole step of how I came to Germany, let me know so I can make a separate video on that. But also to those that said "Mabulam Bagdipot for guys," there are some people that said apparently, because this is my second time in Germany. The first time I came, I went to Berlin and I just went to go visit. Maar ek het gedink ek het hier so kom werk. That's what you guys thought. You thought I was working, I was going to school. You confuse the enemy. They make up stories. Because when I came back to Germany, people are like, oh, people thought that you're deported. And when you're deported, you can't come back, obviously. And I'm like, yeah, Jalamos, whole fun stories. You like stories. You like putting yourself in other people's business and not drinking your water. That's why you look like that.
Do I regret what I said? No, I don't regret. Neither would God regret what I said. I don't regret. What I said were the right words to say. And I'm very happy that I said them. I think no one was hurt.
Say what I said. But anyways, the first time I came, I just came to visit. And that was just like for only 3 months. But it's really hated or like, not really hated us, but yeah, that is just what I heard from people in Germany. But yeah, I wasn't deported. Talk about the story. Yes, just man. But yeah, yeah. So the second time I came to Aupair. And if you guys want to hear how I came, how is the whole process and everything. If you guys also want help, if you guys want advice, and like if you guys also want a great agency, contact me, DM me. Here is my Instagram over here, and here is my TikTok. And I hope that you guys subscribe, share, like, comment down below, please. And thank you guys so much for watching my YouTube video. I am going to warm up my food and then eat, sleep, because I don't also have work tomorrow. But I really would love to go to work tomorrow. That's how much I love my work, y'all. But yeah, bye. I love you guys so much.